My goal is to make the PGA Tour, and I want to show you guys what it's like trying to earn a living playing golf. My name is Zach Jones, and I'm so excited to be starting this series. This is the path to the PGA Tour. I started playing golf when I was 11 years old. I have 3 brothers, and we all played every sport growing up. Eventually, we started gravitating more and more towards golf. I played basketball through junior high into 9th grade, but eventually stopped playing that to focus on golf full time. I played in my first tournament when I was 11 years old. It was a local Utah PGA Junior tournament, just a 9-hole par 3 course. I ended up shooting 34 on this par 3 course, and I won my very first junior tournament. I was pretty talented, pretty good golfer from the moment I first picked up a club and started practicing. We always played golf growing up. When we were younger, my dad would take us to the range and we'd just hit balls. But as soon as we started taking it seriously, my family moved right next to the golf course. We started playing golf every day. I have 3 brothers, and we would walk up to the little short game area every day in the summer, and we just chip and putt for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Pretty much every day in the summer. We just loved it. And we weren't allowed to go play on the course by ourselves because we were just young kids. So my dad would just make us go down there, stay kind of out of the way of everybody, and just work on our short game and putting for pretty much hours every day. And we'd compete and play games and do drills. And I think that's really what helped us get good so fast. When I first started playing competitive golf, never really had intentions of playing college golf. That wasn't really the goal at the start. I just really liked the sport. And we got good really fast, me and my brothers, and kind of quickly realized oh wow, we could play college golf. This could be something that we continue to do. And by the time I was 13 years old, I already had a couple coaches that started watching me play a little bit, a couple local schools. And I really saw college golf as a feasible dream, and it became a goal of mine. And I just wanted to get as good at golf as I could and see where it took me. Every little kid wants to be a professional athlete, and that was for sure a big goal of mine. I wanted to play professional basketball, be in the NBA, and then eventually when I gravitated more towards golf, professional golf became the goal. I wanted to be on the PGA Tour. I wanted to win the Masters, win the US Open. Kind of the goal that most little kids have kind of became my dream, and it's been my dream ever since I was about 11 years old. As time has gone on, my goal of being on the PGA Tour has gradually gotten closer and closer. I accomplished my goal of playing college golf, and I knew at a somewhat young age that I was going to play college golf, so my goal was beyond college golf. I wanted to play professional golf even when I was still in high school. So I started trying to learn everything I could about the game of golf. I started trying to train like a PGA Tour player. I tried to learn from the people that were better than me, take advice, just always asking questions and trying to grow. I think aiming for becoming a PGA Tour player has helped me become a good amateur golfer and a good college golfer, because I'm training like a PGA Tour player, practicing like a PGA Tour player, trying to get as good as I can to be on the PGA Tour, which is going to make you ultimately a good college golfer. The path to the PGA Tour can take so many different forms. There's Q School, exemptions, sponsor invitations, PGA Tour U, Elite Am Series. There's the Korn Ferry Tour, the Americas Tour, the Asia Tour. There's so many different ways that you can earn spots onto the PGA Tour. But ultimately it's through playing good golf and winning tournaments and earning your way there. There's no shortcut to the PGA Tour. Q School stands for qualifying school, and it's the way that you earn a tour card onto a given tour. The Americas Tour has a Q School that you can go to qualify for the Americas Tour. The Korn Ferry Tour has a Q School that's 4 stages long, 4-round tournaments that you can play your way onto the Korn Ferry Tour, and even the top few guys get PGA Tour cards. The challenge with Q School is that it only happens once a year, and like the Korn Ferry Tour, there's 4 stages, so you have to play consistently good golf for a bunch of weeks in a row, and it only happens once a year, so if you play bad during that month or that stretch, you have to wait a whole nother year to try to get a chance to get onto the tour. When you miss Q School, that's when it can be a little bit defeating, because you just have to sit around for a year, try to play Monday qualifiers, try to get sponsored exemptions, try to play a lower tour, local mini tour stuff or state opens, just trying to make money to tread water as you wait for Q School to start back up again. The Q School route's probably the most consistent way that people make it because there's the most opportunity in Q school, but it's really hard to make it through because everybody is preparing for Q school. There's thousands of people that play Q school every year hoping to grab one of the cards onto the Korn Ferry Tour, or one of the, the top guys get a card onto the PGA Tour. So it's a really hard route to go. It's probably the most consistent way to go because there's the most opportunity and the most tour cards given out through that way. Any given year, there's only about 125 guys on the PGA Tour who keep their tour card, and everybody else is kicked off the tour back down onto the Korn Ferry Tour. Each year on the Korn Ferry Tour, there's 25 guys through the regular season that earn PGA Tour cards, and 25 guys through the Korn Ferry Tour playoffs that earn PGA Tour cards and they get upgraded the next year onto the PGA Tour. Probably the most realistic way to make the PGA Tour is to play your way onto the Korn Ferry Tour through Q School, and then play the season and either take a top 25 spot throughout the season to get a tour card, or top 25 in the playoffs to get a tour card. The way the system works too, there's also priority list. If you finish higher up on the rankings list, you'll get higher priority starts into the PGA Tour events. If you finish lower down, you'll get lower priority. So every tournament matters, and every ranking spot that you climb matters. PGA Tour U is a cool opportunity that the PGA Tour has provided to college players because of how strong college golf is today. There's been many amateurs playing super good in professional tournaments. College golf is really strong, and the PGA Tour knows that. The new generation is coming through. So they've provided opportunity for college players to earn tour cards onto the Americas Tour, the Korn Ferry Tour, and even to the PGA Tour. The Elite Am Series is another opportunity that's been provided to amateur golfers. The Elite Am Series is 7 of the top amateur tournaments in the world throughout the summer, not during college season, that the amateurs play in, and the top 5 guys that finish in the ranking system there will also earn a Korn Ferry Tour start for the top 5, and the top 2 guys will earn PGA Tour starts. Because I'm going into my senior year at BYU, these opportunities are readily present in my life. PGA Tour U counts your junior year, which determines where you'll start your senior year in the rankings list, and then your senior year during the college season and PGA Tour events you play in, you'll accumulate points that will go towards your PGA Tour U ranking. The PGA Tour U ranking uses Wagger points. The World Amateur Golf ranking points are based off of 2 things: where you placed and how strong the field was. You earn these points by playing well in tournaments. You have a point average and a divisor, and you slowly move up the rankings as you play good and pass your point average, and you move backwards if you finish below your point average. The PGA Tour U takes a point total from all your Wagger points you've earned during the college season and any PGA Tour events you've played in. So in order to do well in PGA Tour U, you need to play well in college tournaments and PGA Tour events. In order to do well in the Elite Am Series rankings, it's also based on Wagger points, and you have to play well during those 7 Elite Am Series tournaments. Currently, as I'm making this video, I'm ranked 3rd on the Elite Amateur Series rankings. I took tied for 4th in the first tournament, the Sunny Hannah Amateur. I took tied for 3rd in the second tournament, the Northeast Amateur, and I finished tied for 92nd, I believe, in the North and South Amateur, which has accumulated me enough points to be ranked 3rd in the Elite Amateur Series. I skipped the Trans-Miss Am, which happened this week, because I chose to play in the Utah State Am for my last time, but I will be playing the last 3 Elite Amateur Series tournaments: the Southern Am, the Pacific Coast Am, and the Western Am. The goal for me is to finish well in these last 3 tournaments to hopefully grab a top 5 spot in the Elite Am Series, which will get me a Korn Ferry Tour exemption for next summer when I turn pro, or ideally finish top 2 and get a PGA Tour exemption and a Korn Ferry Tour exemption next summer. My finish at Sunny Hannah Am and the Northeast Am also earned me enough points to crack the top 100 in the World Amateur Golf rankings. I'm currently ranked 65th in the world, which earned me an exemption into the US Am, and I'll be playing that later in August this summer. The PGA Tour U rankings haven't been officially released, but I'm projected to start somewhere around 19 or 20 in the rankings list. Top 25 earn cards. I believe top 2 earn PGA Tour cards, and then players 3 through 10 will earn Korn Ferry Tour cards, and 11 through 25 will earn tour cards onto the Americas Tour. The goal for me is ideally to crack the top 10 my senior year by playing well and earn a Korn Ferry Tour card. If not, stay top 25 and earn an Americas Tour card. But my goal as of now is to turn professional after I finish my senior year in college. So my current path has a lot of opportunities on it. I can play well in the Elite Am series, earn some exemptions for next summer. I can play well during the college season and earn a tour card onto one of the 3 tours that they're providing opportunities for. But ultimately, I just have to play a lot of good golf, be consistent, continue to get better. So the reason why I wouldn't turn pro right now is because of the opportunities that are provided through amateur golf. If I were to turn pro, there's really no tournaments I could play in. You're kind of in no man's land if you turn pro without a card. So you can play state opens, local mini tours, and try to make some money. But college golf is nice because the universities pay for your travel, pay for your entry fees, and pay for the tournaments. So you can gain experience playing against good players in challenging courses, really just improving your game and getting ready for the next level without the financial burden of professional golf. My plan right now is to finish well in the Elite Am series, earn an exemption for next summer, and finish top 25 in PGA Tour U to earn a tour card for next summer, and I'll turn pro right after the college season ends. Playing golf tournaments is really expensive. You have to travel, you gotta pay for flights, you gotta pay for hotels, you gotta pay for rental cars, you gotta pay caddy fees, tournament entry fees, and for your food. Any given week, traveling to a Korn Ferry Tour event can cost anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000, and that can get really expensive if you're missing cuts. The guys who make the cut and finish towards the bottom usually only make around $3,000 on the Korn Ferry Tour, and even less on the Americas Tour. So making cuts is important just to pay off what you just spent that week. You need good finishes to make any profit. So a lot of the challenge when you're first starting on professional golf is getting sponsors and financial support, because you have to dedicate all your time and energy towards improving your game. You don't have time to work a job or earn any side income. So the sponsors are really where you're going to get your support and help, but when you play well and make cuts, that's how you can start to earn money and pay your own journey. But it's definitely a challenging lifestyle when you're missing a few cuts in a row. You know, you miss the cut 5 weeks in a row and you're going to be in the hole, $20,000. So you're going to need a really good week just to recoup those losses. The path to the PGA Tour series is me documenting my journey to the PGA Tour, tournament updates, ranking updates, basically my lifestyle on how I train, how I practice, how I'm preparing to play on the PGA Tour. And hopefully you guys will get to see, a couple tournament wins. You'll see definitely some losses, some bad finishes, some bad scores. I feel pretty confident about my game right now. I've been playing some of the best golf I've played in my life. I'm ranked the best I've ever been ranked. I'm projected to be top 20 in my class starting the season. So there's a lot of opportunities provided for me. I'm trying to work as hard as I can, dedicate all I have to it, really go hard for these next couple years and see if I can make the PGA Tour. Making the PGA Tour is very challenging. It's something I've wanted to do my whole life. I dream about it every day. I wake up every day excited to work, excited to improve my game. And I'm excited that you guys can see a little bit of my lifestyle, a little bit of my dedication, and come along for the journey with me.